We got married on September 2nd, 2019. Our community pulled through so much for us.
But then fast forward a month, we felt the exact opposite.
You want to be connected to other newlyweds, to be a part of a newlywed community. So do we.
The transition into marriage can really suck. And to not have a newlywed couple or a newlywed community to lean back on can make you feel lonely. I mean, that's how we felt, pretty lonely. And we just felt and we feel that no couple should ever feel alone in their newlywed life.
We got married on September 2nd, 2019. Our community pulled through so much for us. It was an incredible day, probably the best day of our lives.
But then fast forward a month or 2 months later and we felt the exact opposite. As much as our community was there for us, we felt that there was no one to turn to. Not because the people like our dad and our mom and like the other people we couldn't go to anymore.
It was great people in our lives.
We do. It was the fact that no one could really relate to where we were at exactly. They couldn't understand. They couldn't truly empathize because no one in our community seemed to be newlyweds. So then we were stuck feeling super alone.
We even tried joining a newlywed group and we're like, okay, cool, there's hope. And we go, we're like, oh, it was an awesome group.
Yeah.
But like Jake was saying, we just couldn't relate. We couldn't connect with the people in the group.
And I'm sure you empathize with trying to figure out this newlywed community, trying to figure it out. The worst memory that I have, or the lowest moment, seemed to be when after watching a movie on a Sunday night before we started working or something like that, it was like 10 o'clock at night, and we were literally just ranting to each other about how much it sucked that we didn't have a newlywed community to lean on, to process with, to figure things out. And that was a pretty low moment.
Yeah, so I feel like we have a few of those moments. And then for me, thinking back to kind of a moment, a few of my friends, good friends, who just try to relate and just be with me in these experiences, love them to death, but me realizing that they just can't fully embrace that with me, that they just don't fully understand. And that was just a hard realization to wake up to. We were about to give up. We were about to settle into loneliness, but we decided to give it another shot. And we decided to create a newlywed community because no one should feel alone in their marriage. No one. So for us to have hope to move forward, we're like, let's do this.
In May, we started our YouTube channel for the first time ever, and that was a big deal. And we've been shooting videos every Friday, launching videos every Friday for the last 4 months. And it's been such an amazing process.
Wild ride.
We've seen so many fun comments, and newlyweds come out of nowhere. We had no idea where they come from, but other people obviously feel the same way we have felt. And that's been a really fun, unique experience. But we want to take it a step further, but we don't want to get there yet. I'll tell you what the step further means in a second. We have found in the last 4 months 3 ingredients that has helped us move from feeling super lonely in our newlywed community to actually feeling pretty good in general for where we are at. So the 3 ingredients, the first one is
access to other newlywed couples. We think it's important to have access to other people who get your journey, who get what you're walking through, the struggles you're facing, so on. So access to newlywed couples, that's number 1.
We've also found that challenges, I mean, in a dream world, they would be weekly challenges in where you are actually challenging each other. Hey, like, how are you doing, man, with your relationship right now? Or with girls, wives, hey, how's being a wife? I don't know.
Different life stage,
But the challenges has pushed us forward, specifically with a couple that I'm thinking of. We've challenged each other in some pretty cool ways.
And then the third one is expressing your thoughts, expressing your story. Everyone has it, it matters. And to be able to not only be able to converse with your spouse, but to be able to express your thoughts and your story in a community of people, that's a game changer.
Finally, we're able to go to the next step that we're doing to really help the newlywed community.
We're excited.
And we're actually going to call this the Newlywed Community, and it will be a group on Facebook that we are launching, which we are super excited about. And it'll have all 3 of those things. It'll have access, special access to other newlyweds who are struggling, but who also want to be intentional in their marriage. Secondly, what does it have?
It's weekly challenges.
Yes.
Every week we want to make sure that we're diving into the challenges and staying healthy.
Yes, so we are going to be posting a prompt from our YouTube channel. So every video that we post every Friday, there'll be a prompt, a challenge for us to really work on as a couple. So during the weekend, you and your husband or you and your wife can work on it and then get back to us in the community.
Right, and then the third one, just expressing your thoughts and your story. That will be something that we will be available for every single week, every day. And not only will we be able to listen in and be open and responding to you, you have others as well.
Exactly.
We believe we can feel less lonely and more connected during the newlywed transition.
If you are or have been married for less than 5 years or are an engaged couple, we'd love if you'd click on the link below and it'll take you to our Facebook group, the NEWLYWED Community. And we will see you in there. And again, we promise to be vulnerable. We promise to be intentional with our prompts every Friday. This will be an awesome, thriving community that we want you to join.
And I'm so excited to be able to get to know you guys, to learn and grow with you. I'm really looking forward to it a lot.
See you in there.